The Legend of Mayon Volcano. The elegantly smooth cone of Mount Mayon in Albay province make it look benign from a distance, but don't be deceived. Mayon is a devil in disguise, the most active volcano in the country. It has erupted more than 40 times since 1666. However, aside from being known as a sacred and active stratovolcano, it was famous for its own legend. The folklore explains how Mount Mayon was formed and was named. A long time ago, in the town of Ruiz, there lived a datu who was Makuso. The time came that Tuwani, the datu's wife, gave birth to a baby girl named Magayon. Unluckily, Tuwani passed away after giving birth to a child. As the time passed by, Magayon grew up as a beautiful lass, like the fresh air in an open rice field, like the lovely scenery of the Bicolandia, like the butterfly flew around the garden, like the fragrant smell of the flower, were her father to be proud of, because of the alluring beauty of this young lady. Many suitors cherished her, especially Pagtuga, who showed her with precious gifts.
Magayon, handog ko sa iyo'y gintot alahas. Handa kong ibigay sa iyo ang lahat, mapasa akin ka lang, aking iniibig.
Hindi ko kinakailangan ng iyong kayamanan.
Dahil mas importante at sapat na sa akin ang taong kaya akong ipaglaban at protektahan.
Nang hindi gumagamit ng dahas o anumang kapangyarihan.
Pagtuga loved her so much that he wanted to get her love, and he will do anything just to have Magayon's love. But there's also a young man by the name of Ulap, the son of Dato Kaliraya from Katagalugan, who traveled so far to see for himself the beauty of Daragang Magayon of Bicolandia until he came to Ruiz. One peaceful and gradient night, Magayon decided to go on Yawa River so she can take a bath all by herself. The river is like a silver ribbon lead across the land. When she reached at the side of the river, she didn't know that there's a young man watching her every time she took a bath at the Yawa River. One day, Daragang Magayon strolled down near the river. While crossing the river, she stumbled down on a rock and fell quickly in the water. She was swiftly swept down the stream by the current.
May nangangailangan ng tulong. Magayon!
Olap hurriedly came to rescue the drowning lady. When Magayon came back to her senses, Olap was the one taking care of her, who obviously admired her. Magayon was very grateful and thanked him so much for saving her life.
Maraming salamat sa iyong pagligtas sa akin.
Irog, aking titiisin kahit anong hirap ang dadanasin.
Like an endless night for them. After that, they felt comfortable with each other until they become lovers. As time swept away, they see each other more often until they decide to get married. Pagtuga came to know what's happening, but he is against on the love they're fighting for. His jealousy crept in him and anger bottles up inside to the point that he had a dreadful idea. One day, Pagtuga and Dato Makuso had rendezvoused in the forest.
Sadya nga talagang mapaglaro ang tadhana. Tayo pa ay pinagtagpo rito sa gubat. Kung hindi mo mamasamain, nais ko lamang tanungin kung ano ang dahilan at naparito ka.
Nais ko lang namang mangaso, ngunit kakaiba at panibagong paraan. Hindi na hayop ang gagamitan ko ng aking sibat, kundi tao.
Then suddenly, Pagtuga kidnaps Makusug and threatens to kill him unless Magayon consents to marry him instead of her beloved Ulap.
Magayon! Hawak ko ang iyong ama. Kapag hindi mo sinunod ang nais kong magpakasal ka sa akin, ay tutuluyan ko ang iyong amain.
Even though it was against Magayon's will, she really loves and cares for her father, that she doesn't have a choice but marry Pagtuga instead. The wedding begins. On the other side, Ulap heard the news and was in a hurry to come back in the town to get the wedding on time.
Maaring mo na siyang halikan.
Itigil ang kasalan, Magayon. Ba't ako ang mahal mo, Magayon? At alam mong pinipilit ka lang ng lalaking ito upang hindi patayin ang iyong ama.
Nag-iba na ang ihip ng panahon, Ulap. Ako na ang mahal ni Magayon at ako lang ang karapat-dapat para sa kanya. Hinahamon kita sa isang duelo. Kailangan mo akong harapin kung sino ang manalo sa ating dalawa. Sa kanya mapupunta si Magayon.
Sige, Pagtuga, tinatanggap ko ang iyong hamon. Pagtuga, akin lang si Magayon.
Dadaan ka muna sa bangkay ko!
Itigil mo yan!
Ayos ka, Ulap! Magayon! Magayon! Magayon!
Afterwards, the battle began. The tension was getting worse on the two forces fighting for the love of the Ragang Magayon. Many were killed by the boastful Pagtuga as the revenge of Ulap for his men. The war continued from the attack of the warriors of Katagalugan. The humble and the brave was the one killed the strongest man of Pagtuga. The supposed to be wedding ceremony of Magayon and Pagtuga led to the bloody battle. Because of their love for Magayon, they badly want to kill each other, and the best man would win the handoff. Ragang Magayon came out of hiding just to find Ulap, and she was successfully in it. Ulap saw her, and her eyes sparkled with all the love in her heart. Magayon was rushing joyously to meet her beloved. But before she could get into Ulap's arms, she was struck by an arrow by one of Pagtuga's warrior, which made her fall to the ground. Ulap rushed to her aid as he kneeled over the dying Ragang Magayon. An enemy hacked his head off. After the battle, the Ragang Magayon was buried and her death was mourned all over the land. Where she was put to rest, a mountain mysteriously appeared. This mountain is now known as Mayon. It is said that even death, and in another form, she is still hunted by the men who love her. When Mayon said the erupt, this is Pagtuga challenging Ulap. But when Mayon is calm, Ulap is embracing her. The tears of Ulap are shed as rain at time in his grave. Until today, many is still delighted by the love story behind the legend of the Mayon volcano. The end.